Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some dotAGE, shall we? Hermie, good evening, good to see you. So, I played this game off of stream and made some videos on it a while ago, and the game has received some updates since that time, and I really did enjoy it, and I had been playing it again recently on my Steam Deck and wanting to kind of understand it because it's so difficult, at least to me in the beginning, and I'm hoping to kind of keep learning this game. Alex, Hiram, good evening, good to see you. So what we're going to do is we're going to play, but I have a save file already on like day 42, but I'm just going to go ahead and abandon this. This is a roguelike, and what you're kind of doing is you are trying to retrieve memories and do some other things, but I believe what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start a new story and see what we can do beginning the game and trying to kind of create a solid start. So here we go. We got some points, and I don't know what these do. I'm just retiring this. And we got some of these things, and so, okay, good. Close it up. And, okay, so he says, my memory isn't perfect. So, until a slot in the research tree is accessible, you won't know what building is behind it. The buildings available will change each time I tell the story, and you can unlock new buildings as you play. So this is kind of a part of the roguelike element, which is, yes, it's a builder and management game, and it's a turn-based strategy game, but it's also a roguelike, and so it's like you don't know what tech you're going to get, and so you can't just plan your build order because you're not entirely sure what you're going to see. Okay, and alright, I'm just going to close that, and here we go. Alright, and this is the Elder, and Mattis will be our Elder, that's fine. And he wants to tell us the story of how our village was born. And let's see, it's the valley terrain. Mattis is grumpy. He knows how to do the signpost and forager, so these are technologies you always start with. And then you start with 16 wood and 20 berries, which I like. Okay, Alex, well, if it does end up winning, we'll do that. But yeah, I figured it'd be fun to play off stream. I was just throwing it out there. Siloom, good evening. All right, and we'll go ahead and go. So it says right here that this is a long and merciless game, which it is. It's so brutal. By choosing the normal difficulty, you acknowledge the risk of losing multiple times unless you're experienced. And yes, I want to play. All right. Let me tell you a story. It begins before any of you were born. We had been traveling for days in strange lands. This is the story of how our village was born. The story of how we defeated the prophecy. All right. It all began in a lush, secluded valley we found after several days of traveling. Just a few more steps, you slackers, we're almost there. My feet hurt, says Monogo. And here we are. Look at us. Glorious. Alright, oh, I was so young then, I convinced some pips to follow me into the valley. This is it. This is the place I told you about. We have to stop here. You'd better not be lying about this new life, Elder. Impertinent, follow my example and all will be well. Now get to work. We started work straight away on the construction of our village. Okay, so because this isn't the first time I've played on this account, they don't really give you the tutorial. They just expect you to kind of know the basics, which we do. So we need to place our town center, and any place that has the hammer icon, we can put it. We want it to be in a nice space with lots of clearing and as many berries as we can. This looks pretty good up here. I'm going to put it here. There we go. And now we've placed this. Now, if you've never seen this game before, it is turn-based. So you see all the pips and everything like wandering around, but time is not passing. You have to kind of assign all of your labor and then pass the day for things to progress and happen. It's just animated to make it fun. So before we go on to the next day, which you click the sun in the bottom right there, we need to kind of pay attention to our metrics. So on the upper left, we have 20 berries, and our 4 pips are consuming 4 of those. And we have 16 wood, and we're not using any of them. In the upper right, you can see our labor, and green means pips available for work. We apparently have 5 chickens, which, interesting. Or they're just wild animals on the map. Right. They're not ours. Okay. And first away, let's just set a pip to work on this berry bush. So somebody's going to run and do this. So somebody's working this, and they're going to give us 4 berries, which means we're now net 0 on berries, which is good. And I'm going to have somebody else work this one so that we're actually getting a surplus on berries. Then right away, we want to go ahead and build a house so that we can get more pips. Now, if you build a house, you can see there's kind of like almost like a picketed fence that surrounds the area of our town center, which is where we can actually build. But if you build a house, it extends the road and also can push your boundaries out a bit. So we'll gain 3 new squares. I'm going to put a house way over here. And so somebody has to go do that. And it takes 4 wood and a pip 2 days to build that house over there. We'll set our research. We'll just look at what research is available. And forager and crude well are already done. And it looks like we got some tomato fields, herb picker, soil. That's pretty much standard. We do have a hunting tent, a chicken pen, and the village hall. Absolutely. These are the starting texts that we have. I feel like on this map, these are all locked, and it's just the ones that are below that you don't know, but I could be wrong about that. So what we can't research anything right now because we aren't getting any research points. I have 1 free pip, and we can work on exactly that. So we're going to go to services, and we'll build a thinker's post. So the thinker's post is where somebody can come up with ideas. They can think. But hilariously, they have to be kind of isolated by themselves. So if you put anything next to them, then they won't be able to think straight, and they won't generate research points or technology points. So I'm going to put them in a place where I don't think any buildings will go, or I'm going to plan on not putting anything, which is right here is actually the only place I can do it really successfully. And now everybody is working. Now, I could take somebody off of berries if I wanted to go ahead and build a lumber gathering point, but I'm okay with this. So I just push spacebar to end the day. And you kind of gather your resources first, then put them down to build, and then people eat, and then it's time to sleep, and it's a new day. Okay. So they'll go back to their jobs that we gave them before unless we give them some other labor. And this person is already done with the thinking spot. It didn't take very much. And now they are generating research, but we're not researching anything. So what do we want to research? Well, I like getting food together in some way. So this will generate tomatoes, which are a good way to get food. I made the mistake when I was playing the other day of going for this chicken pen, and a chicken pen can be great if you build up to it, but to make it work, you need to first build a hunting tent and then build a butcher, but then you even need to get eggs going, and it just takes so much time, and then you have to feed the chickens, which is tedious. So I think instead I'm going to just go ahead and Research tomato fields. And you might need to get tilled soil before you can plant, but either way, that's fine. I'm going to go for some agriculture to help us out. So now I have something selected. You can see in the upper right. It's going to take 6 research points to get there, and we generate 1 per turn or 1 per day at the thinking post. It's going to take 1 more day to finish building our house, and then these people are just gathering berries. And the reason I'm collecting a surplus is food looks like it's no problem right now, but number one, this is the warm season, and these berry bushes are limited resources, so you can only gather from them 5 times before they run out of berries. They do replenish for the next year, but it takes a while. Hey, Super Game, good evening. Good to see you. So I'm good. I'm going to end the day. All the berries going in. All the food coming out. Feeding to people. They're happy. So this is a game that starts out, cheerful, and everything seems fine, and quickly goes downhill as disaster befalls you. But we're, not there yet, so that's good. Now we're done with this house, and if I want to have a baby, I need to have 2 pips available to do that so I can get a new pip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take somebody off of gathering berries, so we won't get a surplus this turn, we'll just be net 0, but that's okay. And I'm going to right click on the cabin, and we're just going to go to the make a baby. That's right. But this game is hilarious because it's like anybody can just make babies. So it's just like random pips will come over, and then they have the flowers, like they're getting married, and then they're gonna have a baby. Doesn't matter at all which pips they are. We've got the birds and the bees. That was the first thing that we researched. You come knowing that one, and also you know how to pick the berries. There's just a few basics, I guess, you start with. So everybody's doing something, and I'll end the turn. Okay, wonderful. So now we have a little baby pip, and the child can't do anything. They just eat. So the child needs to be fed, but eventually they'll grow into a laborer. And now we have 2 free pips. So we started with a bunch of wood, but we've been using it. So I need to build a wood pile and start gathering some lumber. So let's just kind of build it right there. That's fine. And then this pip is going to start getting some wood for us eventually. Now let's think. We're researching. That's good. We have 1 free pip. We should probably build another dwelling. This is a good spot. Right over here, it'll give us these 2 squares. Great. And let's go. Tremendous. So now we're no longer net 0 on food because the kid has to eat. So we're gaining 4, losing 5. So we got to keep our eyes on that. Now we went all the way down to 5 wood, which is scary, but this guy working here gives us 2 wood. So that's good. And now I still have no laborers available because they're working down here, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just lose 1 food overall, but that's fine because I was gathering a surplus, and we'll get some more berries here. We have another house. So again, like I said, I'm still learning the ropes of this game, and I like to expand as fast as possible to have as many pips to work as I can, because the way that I've observed this game happening after playing and failing a bit. Hey, cold coffee, good evening. I mean, there's blue hair, but you don't really get to customize yourself too much in this one, unfortunately, my friend. So, the way that I've lost in this game is when events happen that you can't really mitigate because you don't have the infrastructure. And so in order to get the technology, the buildings, and the infrastructure all assembled so that we can gather enough resources to combat the ever-increasingly difficult challenges, you need a really robust society. So you got to kind of move quickly. So that's why I'm trying to make as many pips as I can. However, that's more pips that you have to feed. So you really need a good food engine. Now, that's why I kind of picked... We have a lot of berry bushes here. Now, this berry bush is out, but the pip that was on this just automatically switched over to this berry bush. Yeah, I mean, I think so, Hermie. Okay, thank you. You know the game better than I do. Yeah. Basically the prophecies and things get really, really bad. And if you can't, like, mitigate the temperature or whatever emotion, whatever domain is threatening you, like fear or whatever, then terrible stuff starts to happen. So I think that we want to just keep sizing up. I don't know enough to know other strategies, really, and I'm going to see how that goes. Now, I'm going to turn... I have 7 wood, and now I'm going to just go ahead and say immediately, make a child. And we're working. Let's go. Oh, okay, Hermie. I was like, oh, wow, you get attacked in this game? I didn't know that. But see, that you're right, though, because what happens is, as time passes, things just get terrible. And there's like a bit of a randomness where either something good could happen or something bad. For example, the other day I was playing I got a bad event that just set fire to like my entire town. And I didn't have enough ways to gather wood, or water rather, to make it better. And it was just pretty much game over. So, yeah. All right, anyway. We have 2 free people, and we have 2 toddlers running around. So let's then say, okay, great. We need to put somebody on building another house, and we'll build out this way, even though this square doesn't really count. And then I'm going to put somebody on gathering wood. Smokin' Joe, what's up, my friend? Yeah, this game is one where it's like, it could be 2 girls, it could be 2 guys, it doesn't matter. They just, I think, magically create life. It's just whatever 2 free people you have available. So I think that the graphics are just purely, you know, cosmetic for your pips. All right. We got tomatoes. Yeah, exactly. This is a game that's just like, it doesn't care. It's just like, whatever. You just made a baby and have expanded your population. So, yeah, man, this is on Steam. It's actually, it's like a pretty cheap game for how much you can get out of it. And it keeps getting updates. I think it's version 1.4 at this point. It is full release. I'm going to go ahead and check this. That's right, Smoker Joe. Pips are the people. That's just what they call the people in this game. Pips. And +1 if water maker within 1 crops. I'm going to research the tilled soil just because I feel like I probably have to have this, but I might not. I'm going to see. I have 1 free worker. If I want to make the tomato field, where can we put this? Now, the thing about the tomato field, too, is we want to get a well. and you want to be able to surround the water maker with as much... It's actually food, crops, gathering. This is where crude well. Oh, I have to research it. You don't start with it. Okay. Well, if you don't start with it, then here, let me go change it. Let me change this to crude well. It's easier to research anyway. I'm going to go ahead and drop in a well, maybe here, even though, well, this thinking post is so annoying in terms of placement because you can't put anything around it. I guess I'll put the well here, and then I can put farms on each side once I build it. So I will wait to do that. But here's an idea, actually. Let's go ahead and just build a signpost. So the signpost is something that you can create that just gives you more territory. You have to build it on a land that you control. So I could put it like here, and it goes down this way. But actually, this is the best for just giving me pure space. And you see, I have 5 workers because one of the kids already grew up and is available to work. So it happens pretty fast. I'll go ahead and let that... I'm going to let them build the signpost, and then we'll build another... Oh, we are building another house. That's right. Great. Okay. Everybody's eating. Oh, it's delicious. Okay. So, I have 2 free people, and 2 pips, and 2 free pips means baby time. I'm going to just say something. I think this guy with the blue hair and the blue beard has been involved in every baby that we've had. It's just random. I think it's just whoever is available. So, like, the people who are already working never get here. But this guy just always manages to be free for procreation moment. Just pointing that out. Okay. And... let's see, we're going ahead and getting the well. That's great. By the way, the game really won't let you end the turn unless you forcibly do it if you have a free pip to assign labor-wise. Alright, we got another little kid here. Now I need to really start concentrating on getting some more food. We will have 2 laborers free this turn, though. So, I got 3 houses... I got a good amount of lumber. You're right. So we could actually build the tomato fields and see how this goes. So, oh, that's right. So the tomato field to work requires 2 water and 3 seeds. So in order to get tomatoes even planted, I'm going to need to be able to gather water and gather seeds. So I can't gather water yet, but I can build the forager to start gathering seeds. And we'll plan, like, if we build it right here, a well here is pretty solid. I'm going to build a forager. Nope, can't build it right there. That's right. Don't want to build it next to them. I'll put that in there. And I have 1 free laborer. I'm going to build another signpost right here to give myself so much space. This is another thing that's really tricky about this game, and cool about it at the same time, which is that there's so many synergies for the different squares. So it's like, buildings, especially as they increase in complexity, get a bonus for being next to another type of building. So you really want to plan things out, but the first time you play, you have no idea what these are. Cold Coffee, this is kind of just like a turn-based management building roguelike where you're just trying to grow your city as big as you can and survive facing challenges. It's like, in some ways, it's almost like Frostpunk in the sense that it's a building survival game. It just doesn't look like that. And it also feels really easy at the beginning, but it's going to start to get rough, trust me. Alright, we're researching this. I have no free laborers, so it's just end of turn. I'm building over here to expand my territory. Okay. Smoke and Joe, that is something I don't know about. YouTube has its own automated filter that I don't get to control. Alright, so here the old man is having a filter about... Like, he's having a nightmare. And he tells us I have a vision of, the apocalypse. So he's giving you this heads up that bad things are going to start happening. So it was all, fun and games until this happened. The visions came to me. I saw the future and the world is doomed. The apocalypse is coming. You brought us here to die? Don't be stupid. We're here for a reason. We could stop this. So it is very peaceful at first, cold coffee, but usually it's like it's almost like there's gods that are conspiring against your land, but I don't know how exactly the game articulates it. So it's like, for example, you'll have some domain, and it's like the fear domain. And if people don't have hope, then they lose into fear, and it causes some bad thing to happen. Or in the summer, it gets really, really hot, for example. And if you don't combat the heat domain with cold, then some fire-related disaster will happen, like what I was saying before, my house is caught on fire. So it's kind of like SimCity with the old, disasters. Let me tell you about my prophecy. So here's the dangers. According to what I saw, we'll encounter many events in the near future. We don't know what all of these are, and then there's this, terrible doom event at the end. So we know that the doom event is approaching in, 15 days. I think. Oh, no, it's longer than that. It's through the different seasons, but it's up there. So, there's an omen happening that's going to increase the domain's threat. Then there's some unknown event. Then there's a seasonal event, which means it's going to get hotter or colder, depending. And then other stuff. So he doesn't have, the real specifics. We just know things are on the horizon. You said we'd find a new life here. Disrespectful fool, are you calling me a liar? Work hard, and the dooms can be defeated. This is what I saw. Now that you all know about the prophecy, we need to work hard to survive. All right. So, up here in the top, we're in fear domain. Oh, he's talking. I see. I see we have been cursed. An omen is coming for us. Something bad is going to happen. Okay. Oh, cold coffee. Loop Hero is fantastic, my friend. I actually think I have beaten Loop Hero, and I played it on the channel maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It's an awesome game. I love it. It is. So we can look at it at any time, and it's down here. No, that's not. This is the Agepedia. Where's the disaster? Oh, here it is. So this is the prophecy scroll. Yeah, so the red area just means we're getting close to the doom event. And it's bad. Now, this is fear domain, which means my fellow pips dream of times of peace and tranquility. But these people are afraid of even their own shadows, and that makes everyone a little angrier and more dangerous. So you can see that this is currently what we're battling. And it says right down here, an omen is going to happen in 5 days. And when this happens, there's a dice roll, and you can tilt this in your favor. So you'll see that there's a 50% chance that the event is good and 50% that it's bad. And on one side is hope, and on the other side is fear. And if we build structures that produce hope, we can tilt it in our favor to try to get a good event. The good events are fantastic. The bad events can be catastrophic. I know, Hermie. All you got to do is put that in there, and it really spices things up, right? So because we know that this is coming, we're going to have to try to stop this, and we will. The easiest way is to just build a meeting place, which we'll get to. Let's see. So I have 2 free workers. We expanded, and here's what we need to do. We need to go ahead right away and build another house, because houses, and then we're producing 4 but eating 7, which is not ideal. I could just drop somebody on food. Now, this person right here is gathering, they're gathering herbs. And I don't want herbs, I need seeds. So we're going to start gathering seeds so that we can plant the tomato fields. So let's get that going. And then I'm going to go ahead and build a tomato field. And we'll plan on putting... There's food right here. There's chickens that we can hunt. Let's put the well, like, right here. So that would mean what we're going to do is then put our first field here. And we can't do anything with it right now. We can't build it because you need 2 water and 3 seeds and a pip and 5 days to construct this. So I've just kind of placed the blueprint in. It's not doing anything. It doesn't take any resources. I've just kind of put that in there. And then we have a house being built. Another thinking post isn't a bad idea so that we could have more research happening and get to the technology faster. I could also put somebody on gathering food so that I should probably actually do that so I don't just starve to death here. Let's go ahead and just throw a pip on berries. This will give us a surplus, and we will end the day. Great, so we just learned how to make the well. They do need to take a chill pill. They need to take a lot of pills. We're not close enough to getting pharmacology into the game yet. We can build the herbalist area to make some simple potions, but not quite there yet. Soma would be great. Again, a little advanced. That potion is too strong. But we'll get there. We'll go ahead and now we can make, for gathering, we can drop in a well. And you could see that if we, like the synergy bonus, if we put this here, we'll get 4 tomatoes instead of 3. This well stinks. The better we make it, I think, the better it will benefit everything else. Wait a minute. What's this? Oh, okay, this tile actually has water on it. I didn't notice that. Let me clear this out. Oops. What is this? Sorry. What is this? It says underground water. Okay, great. So it might shoo away the birds, but I'm still obviously learning the game. I saw these puddles, but I didn't recognize what that meant. So if I go to build gathering and accrued well, it will get a synergy bonus. So normally it would just produce 1 water, but this is insane. What this means is, I don't think it means it extends its area of influence. It just means that if you work it, instead of getting 1 water, I think you'll get 3. Yeah, so I will have to get rid of the chickens to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So it asked me to confirm, so the chickens are gone. So the chickens are actually fantastic because you can hunt them, but what we'll do is we'll just expand up here. There's plenty of chickens. The idea of, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm just going to remove it. We didn't commit any resources to that. That was just a plan. But we can lay in the plan for a tomato field, like right here, and here. So anything that's touching it will give us the extra. Hey, Robert, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. So I'll put this here. I'll just plan on that happening eventually. And now nobody is building this because I don't have anybody free doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pip off of lumber and just put them on his. We have to get this well built immediately. Oh, we need new research. Great. So we could go for a better well, but that's not what we want. What we want is, you know what it is? If you put the tilled soil down first and then put down the tomato field, it makes even more tomatoes, I think, is how that works. Now that's fantastic, but I don't want to go all in on this tech tree. We need to go to community and we need to research the meeting point immediately. This meeting point, basically you build this and then you have two pips hang out here and talk, and it generates hope. So it can combat the incoming fear effect. So we need to have this. Mineral water, there you go. Boy, we need that. Heathron, good evening. Good to see you, my friend. All right, there we go. So we've now built our fourth house. And we're trying to build a well. It does take 2 days. We have 3 days until this omen comes, which is, well, ominous, right? That's right, Heathron. This game is great, my friend. And I need 2 pips to make a baby, so I'm going to take 1 pip off of seeds just for a moment and go ahead and get the baby going. And we'll finish the well. Let's do this. There we go. Alright, we have another little person eating our berries. But at the beginning of the game, especially with the amount of berries that we got, it's gotta happen. Alright, tremendous. And this berry bush has been depleted. We have 3 free workers now. Somebody grew up. Great. So this is happening. So yes, they are going to get 3 water from this, which is terrific. Now that means that I can actually have somebody plant this tomato field right now. Because the way that the game works, and it's very nice. You know what? I haven't, Cold Coffee. Thank you for the recommendation. It sounds fun. I do love building management games, and I do love Egypt. So, in the way that this game works is the phases happen such at night that you gather your resources first, then allocate them to building, and then you eat. So I need 3 water, or 2 water and 3 seeds to plant this field, but I don't have any water. This person is, though, going to gather 3 water, and then it can immediately be used to plant this tomato field, which is great. And let's see. I have 2 workers. How much wood do I have? Only 4. How much does it take for a house? 4. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to build another house down here, and then I'm going to put a free worker on wood. Terrific. Oh, neat. Okay. Well, we got to get to minerals. There's some stone out here. These pips seem to be using wood and stone tools. Fading, good evening. I hope that your dungeon crawl character is still alive. I gotta tell you, Fading, this game is cheap and it's a lot of fun. It's punishing. It starts out easy and then gets really hard really fast. But it's a roguelike, so there's randomness and strategy, and it's, you know, turn-based. It's a kind of a unique... It's almost like I was saying a pastoral roguelike Frostpunk. in that it's a survival management builder. Let's see. So in 4 days, these will work. Now, the farmer doesn't have to stay there for 5 days. It only takes 1 day to plant that. All right, so I have 1 free worker, and we probably want to go ahead and get what do we want? We're net 0 on food. Let me get some seeds. Alright, so in one day, the omen's coming. And tomorrow we can build the meeting point. So the meeting point... That's awesome. I love it. Alright, so everybody's scared. Somebody saw a spider or something, usually. Like, what happened? Like, the events can be pretty funny at first. It's bad, for sure. Forest Cry. Level 1. So, Loro is stunned for 3 days. So this person... I mean, look at it. It's so, like, ridiculous with these skulls. You know what, though, Fading? Unless they did rework the hell levels, so I haven't been there in a bit, but I swear I went to Genis with a character who was fire-based, and still a lot of things down there can get hit by fire. More than I thought would happen. So, I'm with you, Cold Coffee. It's weird, like, you don't like doing it, but it's better than... It's to have some chance rather than none on the dice roll. So this person, Loro, this Pip, heard a cry in the forest and got scared. And so he can't do anything for 3 days. The fear threat is permanently increased by 1, and then now Loro is got the coward quirk, which is not great, but that's it. It's like, it seems awful. I mean, him being stunned stinks. And he got an ailment, indeed. Let me see, what does coward do? This Pip has shown signs of being among the least brave of the village. If the time comes, they'll be among the first to run and hide. Okay, well, they attract fear, which is actually okay, because like if they're going to attract fear, at least if we generate hope, we can get rid of it. Creature ailments. After an event, a Pip may be affected by an ailment. You'll notice that they're behaving strangely. An icon over their head will identify the ailment. There's dozens of them. Some are good and some are pretty bad. Yeah. You can cure ailments in a building that does that. We don't have any of that yet. A Pip can perform the cure as an action for a single turn. Okay. Pips can be disabled. Yeah. After an event, a quirk can be assigned to a Pip. The quirk will mark the Pip for future events, unlocking subsequent events associated with it. So we have a coward in the village. It's documented. He pooped his pants because he heard something in the forest and is out for 3 days. And you can check information about specific Pips by holding down Shift and pressing left click to select them. Oh, okay. Advanced Pip controls. Hold Control to Pip Force. Removes Pips from other buildings to perform an action. Oh, okay. Hold Alt to pick. Select specific Pips to perform an action or cure. Okay, interesting. It was a really bad sound. Alright, so we got the meeting point. Alright, so we have one free worker. And now I have actually a good amount of water. I could take this person off of water to... Can you plant us... Now, the thing about the tomato field is, you know, the normal one has 5 gatherings of 3 tomatoes, whereas the berry bush has 5 gatherings of 4, but by water it gets 4, so it's going to be the same. And you could see we're actually going to need it. We're running out of food. Like, we've almost plucked these berry bushes completely. So we're going to need to get these tomato fields into the ground. So I'm going to put this person on that. It's going to use all of our seeds. Although we're gathering more seeds. Oh, wait. Who's gathering herbs? Where's that happening at? Don't do that. Hemp. You know, that was happening. I don't think it's happening anymore. Okay. Let's see. It really is. It does have a lot of Agricola vibe in the way that you have babies and you need to feed your family and everything like that. But Agricola doesn't have like static, you know, catastrophes that befall you, fortunately. But it really does have. I mean, the first time I played it, and I was like, oh, okay, I have to feed and I'm having kids. But at the same time, yeah, I got the Agricola vibes like right on. There's berry bushes down here. So let's go ahead and spend a worker to expand to try to get down to those berry bushes. It's pretty simple. Just takes, you know, 1 wood in 1 day. Go for it. Oh, we need to do new research. Okay, great. We could do the shared table, which if you take a meal and water and 2 people, you get even more hope, which is great. Or the relaxing stand. And it heals 3 distressed pips. So if they get freaked out, they can be freed. I don't think it helps the one that we have. Now, I need the puddle. Because this will allow us to generate cold to combat the heat, which is going to be coming at us. So let's get that going. And let's see. Go. I need more research. I'm too slow on my research. All right, everybody's heading home for the night. There they go. Okay, so now I have 2 free workers, another tomato field planted, and we will just extend 1 more time over here to get these berry bushes, and then we need to build the meeting point. And, oh, look, if it's by a dwelling, it gets +2. Or +1. I wonder if you put this meeting point by more than 1 dwelling, if it can get a +1 each time, or if that's just a maximum. It's almost worth exploring that, actually. Not almost. It's 100% worth it. I'm going to build a house. Do I have enough wood? Barely. There. I'm not gathering enough food anymore. I need to stop gathering seeds. Okay, so I could put 1 pip here to be net 0 on food, which seems good. And then, do I want to plant another? I'm going to take this one off. I have very little lumber. I probably want to make another tomato field right there. And then let me get the meeting point in. How much? Okay, so the experiment is over. It does not get more. I was just curious about this. Like, if there was a house on multiple adjacent sides, if you will get more bonuses. Hermie, that's a good question. As far as I've noticed in this game, it is retroactive. So, agriculture is happening. The berry bushes are running out. Alright. Let's go ahead and make a baby. And we might need to start thinking about hunting. But we do have, actually, somebody could start gathering tomatoes. So there you go. And then this is 13 food minus 9. So we're at a surplus. Good. Now you need 2 pips to generate hope. So we'll do that next turn. For now, you know what I need. I said it before, but I need another thinker. I need to be getting research faster than I am. All right. Puddle complete. You're darn right. All right, great. So now I have 2 free workers, and we have a baby growing. Probably need to start gathering more wood. It's getting not great. Although I do have the capability here of quickly... Yeah. Let's just spend a turn generating some hope. And then I'm going to go to research. For education, we have the Thinker's Post, but we can get the retreat. Or we can get the altar, which... what does this make for you? I don't even know what that resource is. The altar. To appease the forces of nature, we brought it the products of our worth. So you sacrifice stuff there, and it gives you nature? It gives you 1 nature. So you give a vegetable to get nature. I haven't needed nature yet. Like, I don't see it as a domain that is necessary, but it might be. But the cool thing about the retreat is if you build this, it does attract thunder events, I guess, because it's a tree. But it means that your thinkers get double the research. And thus allows you to get more tech faster. So I'm going to go for that. Food is okay right now. And let's go ahead and end the turn. I'm going to get some hope. You can see that if I push... You see this? So I get the hope, and it's shifting us into this direction where we're moving into the 75% good range for an event. So I'm just going to get a little bit more hope by having people hang out at the meeting point. Oh, he saw something. Uh-oh. I see an unknown event coming upon us. The vision is confusing, but there is hope. We could fight it. Okay, so he sees something. Yes, Hermie. So it's a great question, too, because the first time I needed to do that was with a meeting post, because they're so hard to place because you can't put anything adjacent. You can right-click them and click the bomb button to dismantle. It takes 1 pip, 1 turn, and you reclaim some of the resources. But what's also cool is if I finish researching the upgrade of the Thinker's Post, which is the retreat, you can then just upgrade on the spot a location to like the tier 2 version or whatever. All right. So I have enough food. And if I keep letting them generate hope, we will get into really good range for having a good event. All right. We're going to pause the game. By pausing the game. I'm so used to pausing the game with spacebar. I'm just passing a turn, actually. People are eating the tomatoes just like a berry. They don't need to cook it. Cooking obviously will increase our efficiency if we can get that going, but that's kind of a later tech. Right now we're just eating fruits and vegetables. We're not even hunter-gatherers, we're just gatherers. Although we have agriculture, so we've moved on beyond that. Okay. Now I have no free workers, but one more turn here. This, to Cold Coffee's previous point, this will put me at 100%. So I think you can get a 100% chance of a good event. No, we haven't. But speaking of those chickens, we are going to want to build up in that direction so that we can start harvesting them. Oh, looks like there's some underground water right here too. That we can build another water spot, which is good for the puddle, for example. We don't need to build the puddle right now, but it's going to be so much better for us when we get it to... It's the spring. Once we get into the summer and we need to start combating heat, then it's going to become important. I'm just going to go ahead and keep eating these berries. Now... all of our tomato fields have ripened. Okay, great. So we got the retreats. Now the retreat is great. I'm gonna take these pips off of here. Now I've never been to the point where I've actually looked at my pips and look at this, ailments growing, but that's positive, isn't it? Oh, no, never mind. He's growing because he's a little kid. I thought that meant he was good at farming or something. I was like, oh, go on the fields. No. I like how they list just growing and developing as, a toddler into an adult as an ailment. It's, anyway. I need to gather more wood very soon for just future construction. But let me, we figured out this costs 7. So if I put the retreat here, for example, it only takes 5 wood to build it, and it will take 1 day. And we won't gain any research while it's happening, which is to be expected. And then the secluded retreat is the next level up, and it just gives you 3. It takes a ton of wood. But in the upper left corner, you see how there's a little pip icon with a face? That means you need a specialist to work there. So you have to actually train a pip to be that profession of a thinker. But luckily, the thinker doesn't require any special tools to do the job. It gets annoying when you have to have the tools. So for tools, we need a workbench, for example. And we might want to actually start researching that in a moment. What else do we want? A bonfire consumed attracts fire events. It produces warmth for when it gets cold, so we'll need that for the winter. Do I want to... What's this? Village Hall. Holds 6 commoners. Unique. Gives more storage. Oh, that's nice. So you could store more resources. I like that. We already have hunting. Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, let's get hunting. That's fine. Oh, we have... It says, are you sure? No, we have 2 free workers. That's right. So I want to extend up to this water spot for my puddle. And then I need to build a wood pile and just start getting more lumber. You're right. You're right. I do know what 2 workers can accomplish. More children, I suppose. Not a bad idea. There we go. I need to build another house for that. We're still on the surplus for food, which is good. Oh, you know what? I knew it wouldn't be that easy. So the fear domain is generating its own fear. I need to keep getting hope to get a better chance of having a favorable event. Gotta watch out for that. Alright. So, oh, okay. I need a thinker, so I'm gonna right click and train a thinker. So they'll figure it out. Get it? And then I have one free worker. We will build a puddle. Now this gets a benefit if a water maker is within 1. But that means I need a well right here to do that. So I need to then build a well first, apparently. There we go. And let's end the turn. Out of berries. Down here. It's getting scary on food. I do have some berry bushes over here, but... I'm gonna need to plant... Maybe I can I replant? Yeah, I can. I just need some water. Okay. So we're back to 100%, and we have 1 turn to go. We're actually in the negative on food. So I'm going to turn them off. If I turn them off, I go down to 88 and 12. Now, I'm going to lock it in. I know it's, like, not very gambly to leave them right there, but I'd rather just guarantee a good event. And then they're building the well. We're researching this. The thinker is done, so now they're generating. Do I have enough wood to upgrade this? Just enough. So we'll do that. All right, sweet. And the unknown event is coming today. Something's happening. Look, they had a great idea. Somebody had like a eureka. Oh, that's hilarious. I was just like, oh, it's a eureka. The event is actually called Eureka. Me and the game were on the same page. So this is a positive event that just happened where we just get 8 knowledge, which is incredible. And that was worth locking it in. So we had a good event. When an unknown prophecy is influenced by enough protection, the event that occurs will be a good event. Good events have beneficial effects, such as increasing your resources, creating beneficial connections between pips, or even giving permanent bonuses to your buildings. So nice. So nice. Fantastic. Okay. Then we should have just learned hunting. Yep. And we have some extra... Yeah, we have... So it's worth mentioning that the way that this game functions is that if you get extra research but you don't have any assigned, because you can't... I don't think you can queue research in this. It doesn't waste it. It's just there waiting for you. So I'm going to go over to... construction... No, where is it? Growth, yeah. And we should learn how to do the barbecue. The barbecue will allow us to take 1 food, or 1 chicken, and 1 wood, and then boost the food that it creates, and then you can go to a Hunter's Lodge. So you have to have this to actually be able to even eat the chicken. I don't think you can just eat this raw. I think you have to have the barbecue. But I could be wrong about that. You might be able to eat this for like one food, but then this is more efficient. But I'm going to just do this, and we'll just automatically get it at the end of the turn. Then we have to go here and train a thinker. I have no free workers. I'm going to take away the workers from Hope. We don't have an event coming in right now, so we don't need to be doing that at the moment. And then what we're going to do instead is we do have some wood, so let's build a signpost here so we could build in that direction. And then I am going to... God, do I want to drop in another house? Here's the question. Can I withstand the onslaught? No. So what I need to do is actually get water, plant the field. If I could plant this field, then I feel a little bit better about this. Oh, I think I have 2 people getting water. I do. That's okay, though. Water, none of the resources go bad. And so I could use water for the puddle or just planting my fields in the future. But I didn't need to have this person on the water up there. Anyway, we finished the barbecue. And now we have +4 knowledge and 2 left over. I'm actually going to come back and I'm going to get the better fields, I think. There. And then somebody can just plant this. Oh, but we should wait till we get the field, which we'll get next turn, no problem. I'm going to take people off of water. We don't need that. We do need to extend our area up here. And I'll get some seeds for next round. And then, again, am I producing... We can have a baby down here. Am I producing enough food yet? I think we are. I really do. So then in that case, I'm going to take them off of seeds, and we're going to go ahead and just have a baby. I feel like the only way to survive is to just push the pedal to the metal on population growth so that I can have enough workers to actually build the structures so that we can, like, do what we just did. You know, guarantee a good event. I know it's never going to be that easy again, but I'll just pretend. Alright, we got the field. Good. They did that. Amazing. That's a good question, Hermie. I believe there's different scenarios. You can get different maps and stuff. For this map, I think this is it. Just what we see here, and the clouds do not remove. So... now what do I want to research? We have tilled soil. Wow, look at that. The barley field. We could boost our well to, you know, be a little bit stronger, but that's okay. I feel like we're fine on that. Do I want to build the village hall? I think that... oh, it's so tough. Yeah, we need the remedy. Let's just do the tier 1 stuff. Alright. And I have 4 free workers. All the berries have been eliminated. So we need to immediately course correct on food. I'm going to put somebody over here. And let's see, can I add the soil underneath? If I want to build the... where is it? How do I do this? Cooking, hunting, raw, dwelling, services, culture, task, clearing, terraform. Here we go. Add soil. So maybe all this, I'm not sure about this. Maybe all this would do is if I had area that wasn't fertile, then I could terraform it into grassland or to soil and it would be good. I don't know if it just benefits, like, I don't know if these would be any better. I'm going to do it just as an experiment to see if this makes it better, but I don't know. I have 2 free workers and not quite enough food, so we need to get hunting going. So what we're going to do is go to food, hunting. Now the hunting tent needs to have critters within 2. And then let me just look at all the stuff that we want to build here. We want to build a barbecue. It says +3 if a dwelling building within 2, and then requires hunting within 2. Okay. So that should be actually pretty easy. So we'll build the hunting. And they just need to have the critters within 2. So I'll put it right there so we get both access to both of them. And then somebody's coming over to build this. Looks like it's going to take 2 days to finish. And then we will build the barbecue. And no, the dwellings aren't close enough. So I need to build a house over here first, which I will. Now, the dangerous thing is I'm going to build the barbecue here. Actually, let's just put the plans in for the barbecue. I'm just leaving the plans here. I'm not having anybody do it. I want to see if I build the house. Yeah. So if I build the house here, you can see it goes up from 4 food to 7 food. So this makes the barbecue incredibly powerful. Now, the barbecue, though, has a chance of burning, so I think it can catch on fire. So I don't want to build the house, like, right next to it. I want to build it a little bit of ways because it has a range of 2. And then... yes, this is good. Okay, here we go. So I tilled the soil here. Let's see if this has a positive effect. Alright, we got the remedy rug. Now, if I were to drop in a tomato field, yes, look at that. It's 1.5. Okay, so I wasn't sure. So I'm getting the benefit from being near the water and... the 1.5. So this is going to give me 6 5 times. So by strategically creating this tomato field, we have doubled its output, which is insane. So we have water, but we need somebody on seeds. Do I have a free worker? I do. Here you go. And they're still building these things. That's fine. Food is not good. So I have 15, and I'm going to go up to 19, but eat 10. Yeah, so I don't have enough food. So to deal with that, I need to take somebody off of wood, and we're going to have to just build a signpost to just get to these berries. And then, where's my other lumber person? Yeah, we're actually okay on lumber. I need another signpost to try to get to these berries. Just need to expand our land. Okay. There's a bunch of berries over here, too. And we found the pharmacist's stand, a new job as the healer's hut. Okay, so what do we want to do? I feel like we should... The hunting lodge, what does this do for you? I don't think we're going to do anything until we get the workbench, because a lot of these jobs require tools. So the workbench produces the tools that enables other professions. And clearing... Okay, let's just get this. We need this. I have no free workers. Good. All right, and we have 4 free workers. So 4 days, that'll produce tomatoes. And we're in bad shape on food, but this is done. Now, the hunting thing is slow. So it's like, it takes a while. All right, I'm going to have somebody build the barbecue. It takes like 3... Does it take 3 days to get 3 food, or... It's not fast. We're going to have a pip get berries right here. This puts us just about... And then, how many free workers do I have? Okay, there we go. Now we're positive on food. So we can kind of concentrate on scaling up. So what we want to do is terraform to tilled soil anywhere next to a well. I want to leave some space, though, for the puddle up here. I'm not going to have any more pips breed until... Here we go. I can feel it in my bones. The next season is coming upon us. Get ready for it. Okay. So, this means that we are about to change season, and we have a vision of heat. Just like I was talking about with the puddle. So now this is ready. I do have seeds. And I have some water. We're working on this. Okay. What if you could, like, assign more pips to this? Change production. Now, the only thing I can hunt here is this, so it's fine. Oh no! I think doing that reset it, which is, like, incredibly awful. Luckily I have enough food, but boy, I was just checking what I could do. So don't click change production. If you... There's got to be a way to do that without resetting your progress on that. That's pretty brutal. Okay, I'm bringing in 12 food, needing 10. Fine. I have 1 free worker. Again, I just think we got to push the limit. And I'm going to take them off, and we're going to go ahead and just have a baby. So, we have a heat event coming up. So now, okay, they're done. We need to build the well right away and start mitigating this. Currently it's not hot enough for it to work against us, but yeah, we got to make sure we got this. I need to build a puddle. Good, workbench. All right. All right, we're going to put a puddle right here. +2. So, we have no one doing anything here because we don't have food or anything. Not enough lumber either, so I have 4 workers. 1 on lumber right away. 1 building that, please. 1 plant seeds. Is somebody coming to do that? Yes. And then... oh, we have some puddles down here, too. We have some good places to put water as well for more farming. Okay. We have 1 free laborer. What am I most concerned about? I think what I'm going to do, actually, is just... I could build the workbench, which is not the worst idea, but we're not using that stuff right now. What I want to do is terraform this. Not enough wood. Ouch. Okay, fine. Then we'll gather some. We need to research something new. The wood stack... yeah, this will produce more lumber. This is perfect. So if we get this wood stack upgrade, then instead of having 1 pip work all day for 2, we can get 4. However, it might require an axe or something, so we might have to build the workbench to get that to happen. We have to investigate that. Sometimes the game doesn't tell you those things. Well, let me rephrase that. It does tell you, but it doesn't block you from building stuff that you can't do anything with until you build some preceding technology in a different tree. So we're going to need to have that building and produce that good before we can take advantage of it. So we have to really read carefully what the requirements are. We also have to imagine that in wintertime, food is going to be diabolical. Like, we can't grow tomatoes. So we're going to have to plan for that. All right. So we actually are barbecuing. So you could see that we're producing 18 food and we are eating 12. So this is good. This is our first kind of barbecue moment. And I would like to just start stockpiling food. This person is producing cold, which is trending us upward to combat the seasonal event. So we want to have this be good. Luckily, though, we're in spring, so we don't have to worry too much about the disaster of winter. So let's go ahead and just go to tasks and terraform this one with my free pip. All right. And this is ready to yield, which is great. I have one free worker. Okay. So are all of my houses... Yes, they've all been used to propagate. Let's think. I feel like we want to get all of these berries and just store them. So I'm going to kind of push the envelope in that direction. I am gathering 15 food. Nobody's working on the field, and we want to get that done as soon as possible. So I'm going to take this person off of berries and put them over here. This is actually more food anyway. And then I'm going to take this person off of... I'm getting 17 food, and we're eating 6, 10, 12. Okay, that would be a surplus of 5. It's good. It's a good surplus, but I'm going to take this just for one turn. I got to take them off. And, oh, do we have enough to plant? We don't. We don't have water. Okay, well, that's interesting. I didn't think about that, but I got to get water. I got to plant. The fields are too good to just leave vacant. There we go. And we finished. So we can upgrade the wood collection too. Okay. So I have one free worker, and I'm going to turn this off. We have 100% right now on the season change, so now we have 2 free workers. And I need somebody to plant this. Excellent. You do not need to be on water at the moment. What I need is... What do we want to do? Just gather food? No. We need a terraform. How much lumber do I have? Okay. Well, wait. Can you upgrade this? What would it take? Oh, I'd have to go to build. Raw. Wood stack. You must first research clearing. What? Requires wood terrain. Oh, do you have to clear the whole thing? Yeah, interesting. So I didn't realize that that would be a block, but that's easy. That takes one turn. So it's right here. It's just a construction thing. How would I know that? Oh, because in the upper right corner it has that. It needs to be, can't be on grass for some reason. You need to like strip the grass. Okay, well, we're doing that. We'll have it next turn. So instead of upgrading it then, I do have some free workers. Let me go ahead then and terraform this into tilled soil. If I build a well here, I have 1, 2, 3 tiles. If I build a well here, yeah, and I keep the chickens. So let's just go ahead and do that. There. There. Here comes an event. Alright, summertime. Here it is. Summer. So I like how summer just has these skulls, but really it's not that bad. It just means that the seasonal threat +1, it cures frozen and removes snowy. So that's not bad. So they're telling you these are possible ailments. Okay. Well, maybe I didn't need to gather all of that cold. Hopefully we don't expend it. He says he sees something. I see an unknown event. And he says we can fight it, and this is the domain that we have to worry about. So it's a heat domain. So the power level of the season is generating 1 heat per turn. We have 5 days to beat this. And we will then need to get people on the puddle. No, my cold protection is still there, so it was not wasted. Okay, so now let me check this out. I can go to build this, and I can upgrade this right here. Okay, perfect. So he'll spend a turn upgrading this. I don't have very much water. I'm going to put somebody on gathering water. That'll give me 4. I'll put somebody on this. And I have 1 free worker. How much food am I generating? It says configure food. Oh no, I don't need to mess with that. I am making 16 food and I am eating 12. Okay, so I'm still on the surplus. What do I want to research? I mean, stone seems interesting. I could try to get this better resource. You know, to make a pond so we can cool down. I just don't think it's necessary. The Hunter's Lodge... What does this do differently than what I had before? Oh. The Hunter's Lodge means they get it in 1 day. So they hunt the thing in 1 day. So this is way better. Alright, so we do want to get this to help our food. Alright, now I have 1 free person. And considering the fact that we just keep working on upgrading our food situation... oh, this needs to be planted. I gotta get somebody to gather seeds then. Fine. But I need to quickly build another house. So that we can just keep scaling up our labor. Yeah, see, they did clear the grass off. For some reason. I guess it's better for keeping the wood. Alright, tremendous. And... Yep, got the new terrain. So we're still at 100%. As long as I keep this person here, we're actually in good shape on that. Let me see this. I have no free workers. But we're gathering... Oh no, he's still upgrading. It's going to take him a few days to do that. Okay. Let's see. Do I continue to need somebody on water? I don't think I need 2 people on water. Yeah, this person, we built the well. They're doing that. Okay. Actually, I don't even need 1 person on water. We're fine with water at the moment. I might want to build another well. Or a puddle. it's not a terrible idea because it'll allow us to, if we need to kind of double up on this, then we can and get water for everybody. So if we go here, let's just build another one just as an emergency. And then can you plant this? Yes. This will take all of our water this turn, but that's okay. I wonder if I could remove my signpost without any negative effects. Like, I'd love to use this tile. I only built the signpost so that I could extend my territory, but it's a shame that it blocks a tile. Yeah, I could dismantle it, and the question is, if I dismantle it, does it retract the expansion of the territory that it afforded? I don't think it does. So what if I instead just say, can you terraform and put something here? Yeah, they're going to do it. Okay. I have 2 free workers. This can't be worked because I don't have anybody gathering water. But if I put somebody on water, I have 100% right now. I don't know if I need any more at the moment. I'm just going to put somebody on food. Oh, wait. Not that food. That food. There you go. All right. Wonderful. We probably need to build a workbench. One more day and we'll have this done. So we're gathering a bunch of food. Oh, look at that. They built the soil, but the signpost didn't have to be destroyed. So I think I was just assuming that you couldn't build on it, but you can. It does seem pretty weird that a sign would take up the entire square, but you never know. It's, you know. Tooling. Pips can use tools for specific professions. So some professions require specific tools or special tools. Produce the required tool and you'll be able to train a pip with the tool. So what this means is, like, this guy, even though I built this, we can't actually do anything with this until we build the workshop and make tools. So we're doing that. We're still at 100% on this event because we have so much more coal than this. So I'm going to leave it as is. How am I doing on... I have seeds. So let me plant this. You don't need to get me water at the moment. Where's the -3 water coming into effect? Somebody's on the pond? Oh, we don't need that either. Okay. And now it is just -2 water from building this field. Okay, great. I'll have somebody gathering water. That's fine. We've got this coming. We need to pick new research. What do we want? I know, the hunting lodge is so tempting. Oh, wait. I just finished that, didn't I? So this also requires tools. Let's go ahead and get the village hall upgraded so that we can... Oh, down here it says research all these elements to unlock further tiers. So actually I can't even see down further until I get stone. So we'll get that next. I do want the village hall. I can't even build it without stone, but I want to research this because I want to be able to eventually increase my storage. I assume that I'm going to have to store a bunch of food for the winter. Oh, I've got 2 people just chilling, doing nothing. And no, I don't want to end the turn then. How do I want to do this? We've expanded. I feel like we should still expand. I need to get to these 3 berry bushes that are over here. And then can you build a tomato field here? Now, this is the question. Do I lose all of the territory if I cover this up? No, I can't build it. I was able to till the soil. I'm going to see what happens if I do that. All right, and let's see here. Okay. Can I remove the signpost after I extend? The answer is yes. It did not... Wait. No. The answer is no. Look. So, the only reason this overlapped, so I was able to keep it, but I'm going to need to build a signpost to get back there. However, it's actually okay because it allows me to put a farm here. I have 2 free workers. Somebody needs to get this food. And then I have 1 free worker. And we need to put somebody on the puddle to guarantee 100% safety. And I'm going to take the person off of the seeds because not enough wood. Oof. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get enough. I'm going to have to actually, it's pretty funny and shameful. I didn't know that this would happen. I should have looked at it that they would need a special axe. So I can't do this right now. So I'm going to actually have to build another wood pile just to gather lumber so that I can get enough to build tools in the first place. We'll upgrade those eventually, but it's kind of funny. All right, so this event is happening. It's a heat event, but we annihilate it because we had double the amount of cold versus the heat. And look at this, efficiency. 1 building becomes efficient for 5 days. Now, I don't even know what that means. What's efficiency mean? And it says efficiency, rarity 2 stars. Some active paper building paper becomes efficient for 5 days. Well, I don't have any. I don't know what that means. We'll find out. Oh, it's this one. It's got the stars on it. Look. Well, let me... Yeah, look at it. It has a thing on it. No. What does it mean? Looks like it just means it doubles how much it gets. Well, I was just saying I didn't have enough lumber. Well, now I do. Okay, great. So somebody's going to come build that. We no longer need somebody... I'll generate coal for 1 more turn. And what I need to do is, no, signpost, remove paving. Right. Now, this will now, we can get all these berries, so. Wonderful. All right. So we'll need to get stone to get further into tech. All right, great. We have a free person. We need to start building houses again. I kind of want to build a house down here, just so if I want to put a hunting lodge in, and a barbecue, I can get all the benefits. But it should actually go over here. I don't want it near the water. All right, there we go. Okay. So I have way more water than I need at the moment, but I do want to plant some more seeds. So he sees something terrible. Beware, a doom event is coming. Prepare for it. It may be the end of our village. Okay, so that's not ideal. So the doom event is coming, and it says, as a domain's threat increases, it begins to produce even more power. How much power is produced depends on the current threat, but to increase, the increase rises more with each level. So you could see, for example, right now, I was doing okay, but the domain's heat has gone up to +3. So in 8 days, we're going to have this like terrible doom event. So what do we do about this? Well, that's why I built this backup puddle. So if I get somebody on this, now we're actually generating more cold than the heat. It's only by a little bit, so I'd really have to build another puddle if I wanted to guarantee that we had a good event, but I'm okay with this advantage that we have at the moment. And I have, what, 8 water? I don't think I need the person on water at the moment. Here we go. So I need then, yeah, I'm going to take them off of water, and I'm going to train a profession here, I guess, so somebody can use this. Yeah, you need to train somebody to be able to actually make the tools, so they have to do that. Then we will be getting lumber. Luckily, we're getting so much wood from this at the moment that we're okay, but we're still running a little bit lower than I'd like. Oh, right. I have an extra pit because nobody's working here. I need to put them back on research. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Hey, Dutch. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. All right. And at this point, there we go. So we untraining pips. If you're out of handymen and your professions are of no use, you can always untrain one of them. There are several ways to do it. Use the pip selection mode on a pip to access its special actions, or use the details interface on the right, or find that pip in the pip recap. Okay. We got the village hall. Alright. So we're continuing to produce cold. We're going to be up to a 75% positive outcome. And so now I did this, but we need to go over to stone. Where is it? Here, yeah. Stone gatherer. Great. This guy's making tools. It's going to take him 3 turns to make 1 tool. So it's pretty brutal. And oh, he's using 3 wood. Right. So we're going to need to put somebody on that. And do I have somebody on berries? I really don't. This guy's doing this, which we do want. Yeah, we just have a lot of people cooling us down. That's fine. We'll get these. It's not like they go bad, so... Alright, so in this case, now he's working over here. I probably want to replant. You know what's wild? I'm almost to max storage, though. I actually haven't even thought of paying attention to that, but... maybe, I don't know if I'm discarding them or not, but I need to watch this just to be clear. Does the max storage cap go into effect on the gathering phase or at the cleanup phase, basically at the end of the day? Because it's like, if let's say I gather 45 tomatoes, but I'm going to eat 6 of them, then do I go up to 45 and then eat and go down to 39? Or does the game say, oh, you gathered 10, you had 35, you can only go up to 40, all those are wasted, and then you eat 6 and go down to 34, you know, it's a big difference. So I'm going to pay attention and see about that. And let's see, I have a free worker. And we did finish the house down here. What do I want to get... currently, I probably need some seeds. Herbie, I was wondering, I mean, how does the stack work in this, right? Let's see. Here comes, here comes. I went to 41. And then I eat. Okay, so you eat before the resource cap triggers. That's good to know. Event level. Higher level events have stronger and more powerful effects. The level of the unknown events depends on the power that its domain has accumulated, and the vision comes. The level of good events depends on the protection. So this is definitely a heat event, and I'm, you know, in the 83% favorable range. It is correct. It's like in Magic, like there's, at the end of turn phase, like, you get a chance to react before the person finishes their turn. And so, at the cleanup phase, at the end of turn phase, they all eat. And then this happens. Alright, so I have nobody free. That's right. And I'm gathering plenty of lumber. This has gone back to just normal lumber. I'm actually going to take somebody off of that then. And we're going to run out of water, so I'll put somebody on water. Okay. Once this event's over, I can go back to doing other stuff. I just have to have so many people involved in cooling us down to prepare for this event. Because I'm telling you, this is the one that crushed me last time. The Doom events are no joke. It's not like somebody getting scared by a scream in the woods. It's like lightning or an earthquake. Alright, good. We got the Stone Gatherer. Did I produce a tool yet? I do. So I can then take a free worker. I'm actually going to just take this worker and then just put them to work right here. They don't even actually have to train profession. Wait, they might have not had to do that in the first place. I might have been off about that. Well, anyway, it's happening. And let's say I want to build a... This I can't build because I don't have the stone. And the Stone Gatherer... Yeah, you can only build it around stones. Luckily, there's stones everywhere. I wish it expanded your... There you go. Put it over there. And what else do we want to research? So now we unlocked a new tier by doing what we just did there. Ooh, look at this. Well, this is what you're talking about, Hermie. The copper mine, and the miner, and the copper ore. Cataclysm, a quarry, a workshop. My goodness, woodcutter's hut, lumberjack, stone paving. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of research that they require. Speaking of research, then, we should probably push the envelope on our research. Now, this produces medicine. This produces nature. It's got a lot of that feel, doesn't it, Dutch? I kind of think I might want a pharmacist just in case, and an altar too. Even though I'm not using these buildings, like, if the event happens and I don't have them researched, I'd feel terrible. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's done. That was easy. Let's just get the basic stuff there, and then we'll move on. Alright, altar coming in. Nobody's free. We're getting to 92% chance of a good event. Our food situation is fantastic. I'm going to take somebody off of seeds. I don't need that many. Now I could plant more seeds, or what I could do is go ahead and, try to upgrade the Hunter's Lodge. I need stone. Okay. So, go ahead and build this. Free person. There. So we're going to need stone for a lot of these advanced buildings. Fine. Okay, great. What does this say? Conditions. None. Okay, good. Don't scare me with that sign about conditions. And 96%, looking really, really good. They're working on that. I could probably take the person off of water. Actually, you know what? I could take this person off of making tools, maybe. Well, but then they're trained into that profession. Can they go do something else? It's a good question. Uh-oh. I see. We've been cursed. An omen's coming for us. Something's bad's gonna happen. Alright. So we have a hope omen coming up. We did complete the altar. Resource classes. Many buildings will list a class of resources as an input rather than a specific resource. This means that any resource in that class will work as an input. Same goes for food. Okay. So, what's going on here is now I have an omen coming, so I need to start generating hope. I'm not actually great at producing hope. I need another person, but we can get there. So if I take this person off of water and put 2 people on hope, this will push us in a great direction. Yeah, because there's no threat level for fear right now. So that's actually pretty nice. We just need to pay attention to this. The stone is done. So we have stone coming in, which is fantastic. Food is capped. Oh, great. Large altar done. Need to research something new. So the paper maker makes paper. Well, obviously. Okay, that's interesting. But no, I need to do the secluded retreat. I need to do a better job of research. Let's go for that. Just get our technology going faster. So it's kind of like Civilization 2 is thrown in there. It's got elements of a 4X. I have 100%. You can now unlock memories by playing. So memory points... As I continue to tell stories, even more of my memories will surface. Each time an event occurs, you will receive memory points. If the event is good, you'll receive even more points. You can use points to unlock new game elements for your current and future stories. Look out for the unlocks bar next to the research button. So the way I interpreted this happening when I saw this, yes, fading. So the positioning of your places matters because kind of like Suburbia, the board game, there's adjacency bonuses. So you were really worried about, not worried, but you can make things so much better with adjacency bonuses, so you kind of have to plan. And the spaces, the real estate's limited. Now, memory points, the way I interpreted this is that it's like in Slay the Spire, where it's a roguelike, where, well, no, it's a roguelike. Every time it's different when you start over, but there's meta progression behind the scenes to unlock more content. It doesn't give you like bonuses, it just presents more options that could happen in the game, different buildings that you could make, I think. Alright, so this should be good. It's 100%. Let's see what happens. Look at this. We got enough memory points to do something because we got a good event. And boons. Domains will grant your village some power. Cool. Boon events. A doom event was averted. You're darn right. This has a huge impact on the village, which can then take some of the domain's strength. That's pretty sweet. So, like, we're tapping the domain's strength, which means that it's not building up at as high of a clip. We could choose a boon. Boons can slightly change the nature of our village, so choose wisely, okay? Well, we'll see what this means. Okay, look at this. I remember that after the doom event was averted, the village was different. So, the conceit of this game is that there is an old man who is telling a story, and he can't quite remember because he's in his dotAGE or dotAGE, and this explains why the game is different each time because his memory is, failing, and you can help him. You can shape his memory. So I could just get 3 pips, all buildings have 2 more hit points, or territory expands 1 tile more. Okay, interesting. So building hit points matters when things happen like an earthquake perhaps, or the only time I've seen it is when the building is on fire and it's just taking damage. So this is nice in that they are stronger. Well, okay, yeah, Hermia. Sorry, I'm explaining it now, but if something happens that's like a bad weather event, yeah, exactly, Hermia. Everything's fine. Then this would help. But honestly, of these, I like 3 pips, like just 3 free extra workers. I do have to give them food, of course, but I have tomatoes on the field I can't even take off. So I'm going to do this. Here they come. Now, they're like, hey! Now, what's going on? They're all, they're all happy. Yay! The settlers. So this game does have a very tabletop feel. Like you can imagine dealing out cards with these different events, and it's just such a well-crafted game. Okay, great. So 3 more pips to assign labor to today. And we can take all of these people off of the cooling events because you can see in advance what stuff's going to happen with the prophecy. Now what are they talking about? Yay! We fought the doom brought upon us, but I sense that this is not the end. Oh god, he's having another bad image. He's always got these bad visions. I see it now. New and stronger challenges are coming. Alright, so here comes the prophecy scroll. And it's clear in my mind. Let me tell you what fate has in store for us. This is it. We must strive to reach the next doom event. Remember, this will not be the last. Okay. So, he's telling us right now that the doom event is going to be a hope-related event, if I'm interpreting this correctly. I'm still learning the game. But, these are aligned on the hope side. Now, this one is some aspect that I'm not sure of right now. It's a domain that I haven't been introduced to, so I have to figure that out. And then there's some heat ones coming up. But the most recent one is an omen for hope. And it's going to add a threat level to fear. So we're going to need to start kind of branching into technology to boost our ability to mitigate fear. Now, what do I do with these memories? Okay, so mini events. So now there's mini events. I can just click this. It's a new mechanic. And mini events may appear. Sometimes mini events will appear. These are short events that have small effects, usually good. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I lied. Maybe I was completely wrong with this. I haven't gotten far enough into the game. Maybe these are good things. So these add new event possibilities, but maybe these are, you can give yourself a little bit of a boost, which is great. It would increase the radius of the town, so you see the borders of my workable areas, these kind of fence posts or whatever. It would boost it by 1. But I could just place signposts to extend my territory as well. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but I felt like because I almost have most of the map explored, it's not huge. However, if it would extend, the work area effect of your buildings, so that would be incredible. Now, let's see. I think that I'm getting 1 stone per turn, which is meh. The event coming up in 5 days, I'm going to keep these people at the meeting post. And let's see. So, how much food am I eating? I am eating 15 food and I'm producing 10. So we have some free workers to assign. Let's just throw one on this field right here. And this will give us some surplus food. I really want to increase, I want to build up our town center, but it takes 4 stone. So let's go ahead and get some more stone. And, I mean, just put it over here. And then I have... Yeah, you know what? I need to boost up my wood production as well. So let's go to raw and go to wood stack and just do this. We'll have to clear it, but it'll happen. All right. And then now all of our people are put to work. I think I no longer have a... Yeah, I no longer have a free house because the 3 villagers came in and started using them, but that's okay. All right, perfect. So we kind of like were sloping downward on food. And now we're in a position that I could take these people off. There is no fear generating until the omen happens. So we're at 100%. Actually, you know what? I don't think I needed to be at 100%. I think omens don't do anything except for add to the domain level. And it's not like there's a good thing that happens as a result, if I'm remembering correctly. But there's nothing wrong with just building up some protection. This never dissipates. This never goes away. So you can just sandbag it to prepare for events in the future. All right. I have 2 free workers now because of that. We're still building the stone. And we're upgrading this for 2 days for the lumber. I'm eating more than I'm producing, so we could put somebody on that. You know, I actually have more chicken than I can cook at the barbecue even. Which, that's fine. But let's see, what else can we build here? I'm going to just build the nature altar. You know, I don't know if I need... You know what? No, I'm not. I was going to preemptively build. I was thinking, like, it might be a smart idea just to build everything so if an event comes in, then I'm ready to go. But I haven't been told that that domain is even going to show up. All I know about is fear and heat right now. So I'm going to keep it as is. And let's build some... I kind of want to upgrade the Hunter's Lodge. Well, or do I want to... Yeah, let's do this. So is somebody coming to do that? Yeah, here they go. So 2 days, they'll get that done. I have enough tools, I think, for... I'll just have to train a hunter. But then that'll help with food even faster. And then let's just plant some more tomatoes. Oh, I need water. Okay, fine. Gather water. There you go. There's everybody working. Sweet. Yes, Dutch. I was thinking the same thing. I was comparing it to Frostpunk, but Banished is the same kind of thing, where it's like a survival building kind of game. Banished, I have not... I think I played it years ago, but haven't played it since, and I need to try it again. Alright, Secluded Retreat is done. So in this case, everybody's working. The Secluded Retreat is done. We need to pick a new research. Oh, I can build better houses. A hut. Uh-huh. We have a cottage. We have, a bourgeois. A great barbecue. A cook. Town hall. Great. So the cottage says it requires a cobblestone path to the town center. And then this requires a leisure spot, but it holds 5 people. And this holds 2 of the upper class. The bourgeois. Very nice. So we can have class warfare. How about that? Man, this produces so much more food. +5 if there's a dwelling. It does take a cook, but that's really exciting for food. Do we want to domesticate animals? We really could do that. I think, though, it's probably a good idea for me to move along on some of these. Oh, you know what? I'm being a moron. Let me see this. Heat. I'm combating it with cold. Oh, no, I'm okay. Never mind. On the prophecy scroll, yeah, it's just heat and hope is all I know. We still need more stone for this to happen, but we'll get there. Sweet. So, honestly, this is because I was able to play so much faster and for an extended period of time than I played the first time, and I've been playing it on my Steam Deck just to kind of get back into the game. I'm more familiar with the controls and was able to make some better decisions. This is, even though it's not far, we haven't even completed the first year, this is the furthest I've ever been in the game, and I'm feeling so much better about it. I know it's going to get harder, but it really is a cool game, even though you have to die and start over a bunch. And I'm glad to keep playing it and just kind of bring it back out of storage, because I played it, maybe 9 months ago or something like that. However, it is my bedtime, so I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day. It's Roguelike Monday tomorrow, so we're going to play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup and some Shattered Pixel Dungeon as well tomorrow night. Hope to see you there if you can attend for the stream. Hermie, Alex, Dutch, Fading, Robert, Heathrun, Cold Coffee, Crab, good evening. Sorry I missed your message. Smokin' Joe, Siloom, Hiram, Super Game, Fading, everyone out there, take care, have a great one.